All right, so if you guys remember back, I know it's been a while since we've seen each other. In fact, I think it's been since Tuesday was our last lesson.
Yes.
Monday.
I finally just.
Do I need to sign right now, Madison, or can I sign in class? Let's do it in class. Or see me during SFD. All right, so I know it's been almost a full week since you guys have seen this stuff, but remember we went over a lot of different angles. Right? We went over corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, alternate exterior, and of course the same side. So with that, I have a couple of questions for you, or rather just one question. How would you show, or what would we need to do to verify? And guys, that's kind of a very important math word, to verify. What would we need to do to verify that AC is parallel to DF? Based on this diagram, what could we do that would guarantee us, that's the key, it has to guarantee that these two lines are parallel? What can we do? That's your task. How do we do it? How would you verify?
Parallels.
What do you mean? Your best with that. Uh-huh. Okay. You're close, Dave. That's what we're going to do. What do you think, Wayne? How can I verify those two lines are parallel? Well, they look like they're parallel. How can I guarantee that they're parallel? What do you mean by that? Give me an example, Brandon. Well, those are segments, not angles. Those are points. All right, so ABE is an angle. And what would I need to know about ABE? How does knowing the measure of ABE help me to determine if my two lines are parallel? What do you think, Sage? Well, those are points. So you're not wrong. We're walking through that. What two angles are my alternate interior angles? Name them using the 3-point method. So what's the name of this angle right here? No, that's point B. What's the name of the angle? Angle ABE. Okay, so we're going to take a look at angle ABE. And I want to compare that to what other angle? Well, it depends on how you want it. You said you wanted an alternate interior, right? So if I got angle ABE, which angle is the alternate interior of ABE? Think about the Z. Yep, FEB. Okay. And I'll say, what am I trying to verify here? What am I trying to verify about the measures of these angles? If they're the same. And if they're the same, then therefore the lines must be parallel. Okay. So let's see if I can do that very quickly here, which I probably can't since I lost everything. Oh, yeah, they're up here. Sorry. All right, so let's measure. Oh, there we go. Okay. Because if I look at angle ABE, so here's 0. What's my measure down here? So there's 90, 100. That is
110.
110. Okay. So let's go ahead and we will export.
That is not what I want to do with this.
All right. So we know that ABE is 110.
Say AB.
ABE. Okay. So now let's flip this baby around. Alright, now let's measure FEB. What do you know about the measure of FBE?
It's on like 70.
Yeah, right here's 110. Are we exactly at 110? No, where are we at? Maybe like 107?
I can't read that.
I know, that's really, yeah, I'm up here and I can't even read it. But it's roughly about 107. Are those two angles the same? Are they close?
Yeah, they're
Okay, yeah. So are my two lines parallel?
no.
No. And guys, this is really important when we look at today's lesson versus what you guys did last week. Last week we talked about, okay, you are being told, and really this is where you got to listen to the difference in the two lessons. And it's just a very slight difference. You're not going to do anything differently in terms of the mathematics, but it's all in the instructions. Last week you're given that the two lines are parallel. We're going to tell you that A, B, and DE are parallel. Therefore, figure out how to set up the equation. This time what we're going to tell you is, here's the measurements of your angles. Determine if the two lines are parallel. It's really the same lesson. Because now you're given this information, and then being asked, well, what would this have to be in order for the two lines to be parallel? And that comes down to 5 things I want you guys to write down here in the next second, which is the tables in your graph. 5 things. 5 ways to show that two lines are parallel. The first one is that if two lines are parallel, then the corresponding angles are congruent. Guys, this is an if and only if. So I'm going to call it a biconditional statement. If and only if. If the corresponding angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel. If the corresponding angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel. If my alternate interior angles are congruent, then my lines are parallel. What would be another pair that would have to be congruent? Yeah, probably the alternate exterior angles. But they would also have to be congruent. What about my same side? Same side interior would have to be what? You're right, it would not be congruent. What would they be? No, not perpendicular. Guys, go back to your notes if you have to. Look up the same side interior.
Equal to 180.
They have to add it to 180. They're supplementary. Not just the interior, but also the same side exterior would also be a supplementary. So, here's my next question for you. If you need to show that two lines are parallel, I need to verify all 5 of these. How many do I need to guarantee that my two lines are parallel? How many do you think would suffice?
Maybe 2.
Maybe 2?
Just double check.
Just to double check your word. Mathematically, 1 is all you need. If you can satisfy any one of these 5 conditions, the lines are automatically parallel. That's all there is to it. I would love to stop right now, but I think we've got to find a couple more examples. Alright, so let's go for that. Okay, so here we go. Let's kind of revisit this again. So, Christina.
Yeah.
Two lines that are parallel if the corresponding angles are Congruent, yes. Lucas, two lines are parallel if the alternate interior angles are congruent. Christian, two lines are parallel if alternate exterior angles are congruent. And the last one goes to Tori. Two lines are parallel if consecutive interior angles are. They have to be supplementary. Unfortunately, there is not. There's no symbol for supplementary. One of the downside. Sometimes they have symbols, sometimes they don't. I can't drive this home enough, right? This is really, really important here. Because this is the foundation for our entire unit, and this information does not go away throughout the entire course. We're going to keep coming back to these relationships. You must commit this to long-term memory.